Next up, we're going to break down Chipotle. And Chipotle, I think, has hit a home run with this Your Goals, Our Bowls program. And when you think about the program that Chipotle has implemented, it's really such a simple idea when you look at the aspect of these diet fads and these diet modes of eating that have really kind of taken over society, and in many cases really kind of shifted entire dining habits. I think these lifestyle bowls that Chipotle have essentially kind of tacked onto are just what the brand needed. It needed a new, fresh approach. How they did this without other brands doing this first is still amazing to me, because it just seems so obvious that the Whole30 Salad Bowl, the Paleo Salad Bowl, the keto and the double protein just seems like a natural for when you look at what's happening in Chipotle. And some things that I think that will really be affected by this is Chipotle's falling sentiment numbers. And they have had some falling sentiment numbers over the past 2 years. Obviously, we've seen the food scare. Their SRV growth is now up a little bit, almost 4.2% since last year. And I think these are early indicators for Chipotle that they could be on another rise. Now, I still have to say that this is still a cautious, especially if you're looking at investing in Chipotle as a publicly traded company. I think it's a cautious approach. We're not giving stock advice, but if you look at how Chipotle compares up to other of the top 150 and the top 50 emerging brands, they're still a bit behind their SRV numbers. And SRV stands for social restaurant visits. SRVs are essentially when someone is on social media and they're mentioning about an instance at that restaurant. So it might be an Instagram post, a Twitter post, or a Facebook post. Either has a picture or it has some sort of conversation data there that alludes to a visit, and that includes a social restaurant visit. Another thing that I would like to add when you look at Chipotle, and this is kind of a wrap up on where I think Chipotle's direction is going. First of all, I think their new CEO, Brian Nichol, is definitely the guy for the job. He, of course, coming over from Taco Bell, which is an interesting move, but not one that I think is out of, kind of out of a position for this fast casual concept. But where I think this brand could potentially position is in delivery. And that is a factor that Chipotle has just not had in the last couple of years. Their movement toward delivery and partnering with companies like DoorDash and even Chipotle's own delivery program could reposition this brand as a top 10. Right now, they're currently out of our top 10 in our emerging brands category. But I do think that this brand has some potentials here, and especially with innovations, much like what you've seen with this new multivariant bowl program, which I think is a perfect match for the Chipotle audience and their overall guest approach towards sentiment and getting back the guest that used to come to Chipotle all the time. So increasing those frequencies and really bringing the brand back to a top earner and potentially back into the mainstream of the top 10 brands in the United States.